Studies show that employees spend an average of 31 hours per month in meetings, and 50% of that time is considered wasted. Here at Merkaba, when we have a question, we always want to back it up with some stats. So after doing some research, this is what we found out when looking for ways to optimize CEOs and entrepreneurs. So if you found yourself not remembering you had a meeting, meetings going over 15 to 30 minutes, finding yourself not remembering what was talked about in a previous meeting, being the host of a meeting and not having any structure or agenda, or just here searching for more ways to gain back some time in your day, this video is for you. So let's head on in. So let's go over how we manage our meetings here at Merkaba Technology. Meetings dashboard. So the dashboard is basically going over what you need to know for your current week. So whether it's meetings that you've had scheduled, resources that you would like available for that week or that you've created for yourself. Also even notes, so your session notes or your meeting notes for that week. All of that will be presented on your dashboard. So when you come in, all you need to do is just focus on your dashboard. It should be able to give you all the information that is needed. So starting with at the top, we have just some instructions once you buy the template, how to duplicate it and stuff like that. Here to just help you get started. Once you do that, you can just delete it. Then we have some quotes that you can easily edit for yourself, and please make this your own. You can add your own playlist if you like. There's some quick actions, which are just quick buttons. So like if you're on your phone, you'll find it really helpful. You could just go and click this button to start a new meeting, or to add a new resource, or to add a new note. So when you're on the fly, you could just capture whatever you needed to in regards to your notes or your meetings, etc. There's a quick little habit tracker to keep yourself just staying in a healthier mindset. A lot of times we forget our mental health and our physical health. So while we're out here grinding, so that's that. A quick little sticky note area to jot down some notes really quickly, and your notes widget. So you will see that you have internal notes for yourself that are not client facing, so that you can just jot down any notes that you want to take to keep track of your clients or to keep track of meetings. So that's where this is. This is also just regular notes. Like I love watching YouTube, so I like to have just write notes while I'm watching a YouTube video on how to, scale your business in 2024 or whatever the case may be. I have notes for that. So now I have a running log of all of my notes, whether it has to do with a client or personal notes or just around my business. And we have different types of unique templates to help guide you through it. Here is a quick glimpse of a session note. So we have the overall, so the session type. Maybe you have multiple sessions with this person, maybe 3 or 4, so you're able to keep track here. The agenda, what is expected to be addressed at this meeting. Notes, capture what was discussed during the meeting. So you have different topics and different bullets that you can go down and use. Recap, so recapping, summarizing the outcome of the notes discussed during the meeting, and then next steps. So this meeting notes, this session notes, is a lot different than my note where I'm keeping track while I'm listening to something. So the Maria Pavlova notes. So I summarize all the topics. If I'm listening to something, there's instructions where I can add little, like if it's an audio, I can add the audio here, and then we'll talk about the topic and the timestamp to each topic, right? And I can add more. If I'm listening, press that button, press understood, and more topics will pop up, okay? And then if I'm viewing something, so if it is a YouTube video, then I can add that YouTube video here. If I'm listening something like an audio or the site, I can add that there. So there's different topics depending on how you're listening to something, whether it's a video or it is a audio. So want to quickly show you those templates because they're so useful, because they're so unique. And then each note gets a notebook. And then here, if we scroll down, we have a timer. So sometimes I'm just like, I'm going to make sure all of my meetings for this week is here. I will set a 25-minute timer. I will pull up my Calendly, and then I will start to add all of my meetings here. You can also automate it too with Zapier and stuff like that. There's tons of videos on YouTube talking about how to use automation with Notion. So here are my week. Here is my recent meeting widget. This area shows me everything I need to know for this week and the last edited meeting that I was in. So if we look at our weekly board, we can see all the meetings that I've had, the Zoom links, who was the meeting with, did I attend it, did it get skipped, does it need to be rescheduled again. Then I know as another workflow, if it needed to get rescheduled again, which will come down here, it will show up down here and I know what to do next. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. So let's just look at what one of those meeting notes look like. So here, this is very much client facing. So you can share this with other people, or you could just keep it to yourself. So I'm able to see what day, the time, all the Zoom links, who's attending, the type of meeting it is. And then I'm able to see dependencies. So what is needed to accomplish before the session, the agenda for the meeting, any notes, and a quick little recap summary, very high level, and then next steps. So internally for my team and me, and then also for the client or whoever is who's going to be in that session. So it's really, really cool, quick little breakdown of kind of that type of session note. And again, there's tons of different other types of templates that are very unique. So we have a quick meeting, a basic meeting, a client session. If you're having a planning meeting, if you're having a sprint meeting, or a retrospective meeting. So there's tons of different type of unique templates that are really, really nice to have. The schedule widget is basically, remember where it said to be rescheduled. So I always want to make sure that if someone canceled, I want to reach back out to them. So I have a widget for that. So then I have a workflow where I set a 10-minute timer and I make sure to email all these people back, or to go here at Merkaba, a lot of our clients are in our client portals. So I would just go to their message center and make sure to reach back out to them with my booking link so that we can get things rescheduled. So it'll say waiting confirmation for this if it needs attention. So that means that one of these properties are listed as to be scheduled, to be rescheduled, or waiting for confirmation. So now I know what to reach back out to them about to make sure that we get something solidified for our meetings. And then here is resources. So you'll see it by folder, if it's in draft, or all the folders. I love resources because it allows me to just be able to have maybe a quick article ready to go for a meeting, or maybe there's a deliverable that I need to share. I will then create a resource for this so that I can have things. A lot of time, maybe it's the client's brand assets or something like that. I'll make sure that there is a resource created. So when we're in the meeting and we're talking about branding colors or whatever the case may be, I can then sync everything together. Because in the meetings, there is an area where you can attach all the other databases together. So any related meetings, I can roll up past meetings that we've had, any notes that I have that I want to share with them. Also, again, as I said, any resources, I can attach them right here while we're in the meeting so we don't have to leave this page. So that is your dashboard, meeting prep. So at the beginning of the week, I go to my Calendly and I see all the meetings I have for the week. From there, I will create my meeting notes for each meeting that I have for that week. So if it is a meeting that I am running, I want to make sure that I have a meeting note And then I also create a meeting so I could share with other people and we can all be on the same page. Once I create all the notes, I add the Zoom links, then I am ready for the week. I can go into my meeting very confidently with sound because I have my session notes right here. Any resources that I want to give to them, it's right here. And then the dependencies, the agenda is already filled out. And we know exactly what we're doing. So I can confidently go into this meeting. Shareable with attendees. I love being able to share my meetings with clients so that they can also have access to these things. So a lot of my clients do have client portals, so a lot of their stuff will already be housed in their client portal. However, if it's a client that doesn't have a client portal, which is very rare, I can just share this. And if I still want to share it with them, I can type in their email right here and be able to add them and then press invite. Once I press invite, it goes right to their email. Now they'll have full access to the whole entire page. And if they have any questions or ever want to go back to refer back to this meeting, they can easily just go to their email and find that information. This is always good when I have dependencies or I want them to know what's going on and what to bring. A lot of times I'll say, hey, these things need to be completed, or we're not going to really be able to complete this agenda fully without those things. It's really nice to share this before, a couple of days before your actual meeting. Also, your team can also have full access. So this is a page where people can be working on it all together, all at once. Resource library. Here at Merkaba, we like to have a lot of our deliverables already ready and set to go for our clients so that we don't have to waste a lot of time already creating resources that we know that we're going to send a lot of people over and over again. So because of this resource library, all we would need to do is press duplicate and share it with our clients once they ask for whatever they need. This saves us a lot of time. I tell you, it's one of the best features that we have here at Merkaba. There's a reason why it's in all of our products. And we do talk about the resource library further in detail in our top 5 features in the client management video. So please go and check that out. All right, so we have made it through another unique way to use Notion. I hope you see how you could gain back more time for you and your employees. The Meeting OS is usually the first step I start with all of my clients because it's the one area that most CEOs don't know that they are missing, and most CEOs are trying to gain more time for themselves. This is the quickest way to do that. This is the quickest way to gain more time in your day. And if you want to save even more time, add automations. You can use Zapier or any type of connector like a Zapier to your meetings or to any of the databases in Notion. So for example, your meetings from your Calendly can automatically pop into your meeting tracker preloaded and ready to go, where all you would need to do is fill out the agenda for yourself. That's the amazing thing about Zapier, or those types of connectors. So I would definitely use those automations. So I hope today was helpful and you got some gems that you can take and add to your business. If you like the system that was shown here, click the link below to purchase. In that purchase, you will receive a booking link to your email to book a free 30-minute consultation with me to answer any questions you have about the product. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.